Chapter 8, The Village. There used to be a saying that it takes a village to raise a child, but I believe it also takes a sisterhood to raise a woman. As the older sister and the oldest of four, I think to some extent I've always longed to have someone to look up to. I've always been the one that motivated everyone else. I didn't realize until my late 40s how much of an impact that I had on the lives of people. The ones I knew intimately and those that I did not know. I also did not realize how much of a toll it took on my own life, and to some extent, how maybe it held me back or how it set me up for my blessing. Let's just say it took me 49 years to find a group of like-minded women that I could lean on, that I could cry with, that I could brainstorm with, that I could pray with, and quite honestly, and I wasn't the most educated person in the room. I'm talking about my mastermind community. But before there was a mastermind, I've had my village, my peeps. 1977, Misty. So when I think about my village, my sisterhood, it started when my first biological sister, Misty, came along. And quite naturally, she was the first person to ever challenge me. To know Misty is to love Misty. She will always keep you on your toes. You see, she's a slaughter woman at heart. She will always do what she's got to do, morning, noon, and night. In Chapter 9, I will share more about Misty. Her tenacity to do what is necessary is a testament to her heritage. 1987, Janita. My next member of the village came during my elementary school years. And you never know who's going to come in your life and what impact they're going to have in your life. And I'll never forget meeting, interacting, and developing a lifelong friendship with Miss Janita. To this day, Janita, I believe, should have been an attorney because she can argue a case like no other. She will give you the facts of the case, the history, and both views. You will not be able to get a word in edgewise. But we love her because she's the kindest person you will ever meet. In all aspects of the word kind, she's exactly like me because I'm a talker as well. And just like her, I'll give anyone the shirt off my back. Now, Janita is the one I spoke about earlier that would come by my house and wrap my hair. I believe in the 80s, and it's still prevalent today because it's a form of hairstyle that allows an African American woman to wrap your hair carefully and methodically at night so that in the morning it can unfold into a beautiful piece of art. Janita is also, let's just say, my Nevada buddy, because she will kill me if I say anything else. I love you, girl. 1994, Adrian, my sister from another mother, who is Jasmine's godmother, a.k.a. Crybaby, a.k.a. Applehead, a.k.a. Bobblehead, my best friend for life, Adrian, who I spoke about earlier. We met at Robert Morris College. At the time, I was forced to retake my medical assistant program. And yes, I said retake, because the first for-profit school that I went to had closed. And because of that school closing, it was difficult for me to get a good-paying job as a medical assistant. I returned to college at Robert Morris University, where I met Adrian. One day, we were walking to the train station, and as she puts it, who was this girl just a-talking? Because everyone says Dr. Lisa L. Campbell was always talking. Adrian is just like me. She has a kind heart, and she's also a person who, at the drop of a hat, will cry. She is a crybaby, and she's also a praying woman, because during her tears, she will quote a scripture. She will be crying and praying at the same time, much like me. As strong as I am on the exterior, there's a lot of times that I'm in my tub or in my car crying and praying, or I'm praying and crying depending on the day. Adrian never had any biological children, but she loves and treats Jasmine just like her own, henceforth the reason why she's her godmother, and likewise, Jasmine treats Adrian just like she is her mother. Jasmine also is not afraid to let anyone know and will jump in the car with Adrian at any given moment. 1998, Nurse Debbie. As I mentioned earlier, Nurse Deborah has been in my life encouraging me for many years. What can I say that I haven't already said? She is a great role model. We developed a bond that cannot be broken. When we get together, or even on the phone, we have so much to share. Just like me, she is also a talker. Nurse Deborah was also, just like me, very passionate about anything she was involved in. Oh yeah, there was that time that the school was in danger of losing its programmatic accreditation for the Healthcare Administration program. And Nurse Deborah immediately commandeered all of us students to get on the phones and call alumni to collect graduate surveys and perform any other tasks that were required to comply with any of the deficiencies that were needed to meet the outstanding accreditation requirements. Additionally, we also decided that we needed to graduate quickly because we didn't know what the outcome was going to be. But the program did become reaccredited, and in May of 2000, we graduated with our Master's in Healthcare Administration, and our sisterhood did not end. Over the years, we have shared so many precious moments. The birth of her first grandchild, my first grandchild, her 50th birthday, my 50th birthday, and my marriage to Paul. I guess I should have been an attorney as well, which was also one of my goals as a child. But I convinced Nurse Deborah to join me at Capella University to pursue the doctorate in healthcare administration. Let's just say, Nurse Deborah and I are both lifelong learners. We have that in common, and much more. I started in the program May of 2004, and Nurse Deborah started a few months later. And in good Nurse Deborah fashion, she finished much faster than me. I was grateful, though, because I needed her. I experienced several roadblocks in terms of failing one of my comprehensive examinations. It was her who supported me when I started falling apart and said, "Baby, you got this." I love her for that. She got me on track. And I went back the second time and successfully passed. After that, several more roadblocks, my God-given, self-determined motivation helped me to persevere and complete the program in 2013. Now, our sisterhood continues to be strong today, and I must tell you, Nurse Deborah is one of the strongest women I know.